4-letter names from people. If anyone wants to give me any, and I might use some.
Unfortunately, the beginning of your intro was cut off a little bit.
That's fine.
It remuted on my side, but you're live now.
Okay, perfect. Alright, I'm getting some names coming in. Perfect. Alright. So, we'll name the first character Questing for Glory 5. Alright, so I guess time starts when I go to start. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Final Fantasy Legend 2. We're doing the any % glitched category. Or no credit warps, I guess. Questing for Glory. Oh, there's no 5, so... in this category, we are going to be using a bunch of glitches to break the game. We'll be doing the poison glitch first, and then the trash can glitch, and then the dragon warp glitch. So, I have my sheet of notes here to make sure, because I have a step route at the beginning. Oh yeah, V is 5. Well, it's still too late now, I guess. What's Questing for Glory? It's all 5 of them combined this run. So we're going to be having the dragon in our party to start, and we're also going to take 3 robots with us, and they're just going to be super murder machines like they always are in this category, or in any category. Dad's always going through the window. Alright, so I think I saw a Rob in there, which makes sense. A Meat. A Beep. I'll go Beep. I like it. I could have went Questing for Glory. Alright, so in this version, the step route starts instantly. It goes until the first part. It's different than if you were to load up the game on the Game Boy, or if you were to load it up on the a Super Game Boy or anything like that. So every meat drop is kind of planned ahead of time, and everything we're doing has a reason for the first 15 minutes or so. So it's just going to be like every other start. It's going to be a different start. We're actually going to be doing a couple fights, so... yeah, there's different RNGs depending if it's Super Game Boy, Super Game Boy, Super Game Boy 2, if it's Game Boy Pocket, GameCube with a Game Boy Advanced. Like, they all kind of start differently. So this route is very new for me too, because I used to load up like it was a Super Game Boy 2. So it's rough on the Switch and the Steam version because you can't save state. So if you mess up or it doesn't go as planned, you just have to start back to the beginning. So it's very time consuming. So alright, so run from this battle. 3 Jaguars will be next, which we will also run from. Alright, so we have to use fire on him, and then he drops the meat. I did many tests, so it's very finicky, so if I would use dissolve on him, I would not get the meat drop. So this battle we're actually not going to be able to run from. We'll take some damage, and then we'll be able to run from it. Yeah, so these are the Saga games in Japan. They were renamed Final Fantasy Legend series to sell better in America, I believe. Alright, we're actually going to go into this town, which is rarely seen in any other category. Questing for Glory is looking for its dad. And we are going to sell our pistols, which are Colts in the original version, buy 3 bronze shields. And then we're going to go buy 13 bows. This is to increase our agility so we can run from battles. So that is also why I was killing some of the groups of enemies at the beginning, so I could have enough money to do this. So the robots work different in this game. Their stats go up and down based on what they have equipped. So by raising their agility high, we'll be able to run from every battle from now on. Alright, from here we're going to go, just everything else is kind of normal. We're just kind of making sure we get to the last dungeon in this first world, where I want to be on my little step counter I kind of have. The game does have a step pattern, or a set battle on certain steps in like the cycle, and it just loops back and forth. So for story purposes, we are trying to collect Magi and find our dad. Magi is just this magical stone that you can use to turn into gods, as it's rumored. Our dad left us one, so we're going to collect it while we're trying to find him. The game also has it in place that you can't advance to the next world without getting Magi. So you can't just like skip ahead unless you cheat, unless you're a cheater, which I guess we will be cheaters today because we're going to be skipping ahead a bunch. So we visit Key there, and she tells us like, "Hey, there's some Magi down in this this temple, or temple of the relic of gods." So, and she tells you how to get here. So we're here searching for more Magi. The reason we transformed our monster into this red bone here is because the red bone has poison, and poison just completely breaks the game if certain criteria are met. But I'll try to talk about it more when I get there. Alright, so this is the 3rd floor, so 1 battle. So the next floor and the exit, there's going to be 7 battles I have to run from. We're being able to run from everything because our agility is so high because we bought all those bows. Why doesn't it pick up the Prism Magi in Key's body? That's a fantastic question. I've never even thought about that. It is a great question. But since I'm playing this on the Steam version, it runs the same as the Switch. So you can do all these same glitches and everything in them, since they were nice enough to port them over when they ported the Saga series over. Yeah, sadly, we are not going to be skipping Key, so we can all take a little nap while we're going through that cave, I guess. Alright, so we got all the MacGuffins in here. Actually, they're not even MacGuffins in this game, because you can actually equip the Magi, and they do put stats on your characters behind the scenes. Alright, so we're going to get in 1 battle. Walking back to Key's palace, well, the shrine that she's in. So yeah, this game I grew up with playing a lot. This was a good, we're going on a trip, sit in the back of the car and play this game. Alright, so we get key, and then we have to go. She says she's going to join us to go to Ashura's base because his men took the Magi from that temple. Usually this is like one of the worst parts of the regular any percent glitchless run, because this is when you get can't runs all the time. But again, since we equipped 13 bows, our agility is pretty high as a team, so we'll be able to run from everything. I have to be careful of these dancing zombies here, because I kind of want to avoid them at all costs to make sure the battles go as planned. So I'll get in one battle here. And then I'm going to get in 2 battles here. The first one I'm going to get a can't run, and then I'll be able to run the next round. And again, it's weird that working that battle that way makes everything work as well. I'm gonna take my time. I don't wanna accidentally run into this guy. Alright, I'll just go around. Alright. Whew, okay. I was scared of that zombie there for a second. So I do have safety saves in case I mess this up. Or, as I was saying when I was setting everything up, I technically can put it on double speed since it is the Steam version. It has a speed up button in the bottom left corner, and can probably get here twice as fast. So some of these battles are just a couple steps ahead, which is fine because I have to burn through 14 battles to get what I want for the random encounter. Alright, so what do we got? 3-1. So this should be a 3-5 spider fungus. Oh, nope, 3-1 now. Okay, now 3-5 spider fungus. Alright, 2 toads, 3 fungus, 3 spider. 4 fungus, 3 spiders. Perfect. 1-6. Okay. 4. This is a super awesome part of the run right here. 2-4-3. Okay. 3-4. So if you run into these zombies, as you can tell, you get in battles. 3-3. 2-3-5. Okay, 4-3-3. Alright, so the next battle is the one we want. So we're going to unequip all these bows. Throw them in the dumpster. Alright, so this is where all the fun happens in the run that starts. Alright, so I actually had to do this fight many times. Alright, so round 1 we're going to punch the goblin, use our bronze shields, and thunder the fungus. Actually, this is the right game with bananas. We're just sadly not going to see the bananas in this category. Alright, so round 2. Gonna punch the goblin, and then thunder the lizard. Sorry, I'm making sure this is the biggest part of this. Alright, we're gonna punch, bronze, 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 then hammer. This is round 3. Thunder the fungus, that's right. Alright, so round 4, we're gonna actually cure our questing for glory now. So again, just getting to this part over and over again and trying to do this battle correctly. So the way this works is, well, let me finish it first. Okay, so this is round 5, right? Yes. Alright, so this is round 6. Round 7. Alright, so I used the hammer of that last round there to lower the goblin's HP enough that poison is going to kill the goblin. Ooh, almost ruined it. Alright, so I just hold A for a long time. So the way this works is we have 5 characters in our party, including Key. We have to get into a battle with 11 characters. 11 enemies, I'm sorry. So 3 fungus, 3 lizards, and 5 goblins. So we have 16 total enemies in this fight. So you clear them all until the last one, and the last monster has to die to the poison. But poison, it works in a weird way that if poison always goes at the end of the round, if something is poisoned. If the last thing before poison kills an enemy and the last combat wasn't an attack, weird stuff happens. So you'll see I have 2 more rounds of this. It's on round 15 it happens for me, for the way I routed it. You can get it to happen faster if you map it correctly, you can get it done a lot faster. But without save states, it's very time consuming to come here and try to figure it out. Alright, so this is the last round. So you're going to see here, no one's attacking. We're all using our shields. So the game's just going to not know what to do. So the goblin gets poisoned for 2 damage and fell. And we got Tee's meat. And if you look, we actually have a worm now. So when we eat the meat, it's actually a sandworm, and it turns into a fire spider. So as you see, this thing is super broken. This is late game end stuff. But as you see, also our robots also have all 7 swords, which is a droppable item. That's a super rare drop, and they are completely broken now. So unequipping the laser sword actually gives them such an overflow, their robots, that they have like 63,000 HP or something insane like that. And they have max agility as well. So from now on, we're just going to destroy everything. The 7 sword actually works really weird in this game. The 7 sword raises your agility, but its damage is based off the strength stat, so you can't really use them. So that's the first glitch we utilize in this category. We have to go through a couple worlds to utilize another glitch. But since we have a late game monster, we're actually going to get a meat drop as well to get a monster that has teleport, so we can just start teleporting around to save even more time. The laser sword actually took the place of the strong against paralyzed and poison that all robots start the game with, so they do not have that anymore. When the game gives you 7 swords, because there's nothing in that slot, and it goes down 1 item, I believe, and the 1 item is the highest, so it goes to the top of the list, which is the 7 sword. So we actually unequip another 7 sword to put on a saber, so they can actually deal damage now. I did not find this out. I watched I think it's I hope I pronounce it right. Puxnor's version. He did it like 11 years ago. There's a run of it, and it's on speed demo archives, and I read about it, and it's just bizarre, and I don't know how they found it, but it's really cool. There's actually a poison glitch that you get the poison glitch with the right setup, and it just takes you to the credits. So from here on, obviously, we pretty much can't die. So we're going to just be doing what we can to get to the end without... I guess we're still cheating. I was going to say without cheating too much, but we're going to be cheating for a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that poison glitch. The first time I saw it, I was like, huh, that's kind of bizarre. Yeah, we're actually going to do a hard save and quit here to get to get a meat drop. Again, this is one of those areas that, oops, wrong button. So I'm actually going to go to the select screen since this is the version. Pick Final Fantasy Legend 2 again, and then go start this battle again. This fight was the most frustrating fight for me because I couldn't find a way to get this fight to work without saving and quitting. And then we can kill him now, and then he'll get a meat drop. So our giant spider turned into a giant now, so... With this, this giant has teleport, which is why it's one of our targets. And then so from now on, we're just going to be running from everything, fighting bosses, eating them, killing them real fast, and everything else. We get to listen to some good music. Sadly, we only listened to the boss music once, and it's not very long. Maybe I won't hold A while it runs. So we don't need any treasure in this this category either, because our team, our robots, just they do all the thing. So yeah, this game probably looks a little different than when you would play it casually. All right, go nice and slow so we can enjoy the music for at least one fight. Mask is actually not Dad. In the DS remake, they show it. So here's how much damage we're going to be doing to some enemies. Poor guy. Didn't stand a chance. Yes, I'm playing the Steam version of this. So normally that round in like the any % glitchless category takes like 2 to 3, probably like 3 rounds. But since we have some broken machines with a bunch of swords attached to them, we can win. You'll see. If the poison glitch was fun, you'll enjoy the other stuff that this game can do. So since we have teleport, we don't have to walk all the way back. So we can just teleport back to Desert Town and get in one battle. Alright, so now that we did that, we're going to go to the next town. From here, we're gonna go visit our real dad, not Masked Dad. And he's gonna be like, "Hey, good job, you got some magi." So, what do you think your dad would show up? You show up to your dad. Well, first off, you're a monster, but now you're like a super powerful monster, but stronger than him. And you're with these robots that have giant swords and everything. And he's just like, "Wow, no one's gonna think a kid has magi," and gives it to you and runs away again. That's not ideal. Alright, so we still have to talk to this nerd. He tells us about Johnny getting all the giants stuff. And we're just gonna, instead of walking out, because walking is way too slow, we're gonna just teleport back out of town and then walk back in. So we're gonna be teleporting a lot to save precious seconds, because why not? Alright, so Johnny tells us about the pigmented wall. We definitely think he's a giant. So we're gonna go back to Giant's Town. And then we're gonna have to get our mandatory our mandatory magi. And then we're gonna pretty soon be entering the part where when I would play this game, when I was running it a lot, that I would have to struggle to stay awake because it's just so fun. And I would stay up way too late, naturally. But first, we have to get magi here in these giant houses in Giant's Town, because this is where the giants live. Oh, also, there's been some translation differences, if you haven't noticed, like Colt turned into Pistol, and certain things like that. Let's get our microns so we can shrink ourselves. Because even as powerful as we are, we can't become small little people. Oh, some of the trademark related changes? Okay. Alright, so we got the micron. Teleport back. Alright, so I hope there's I don't know if there's any medical professionals in the crowd tonight, because this is definitely a perfect representation, there we go, of what the body looks like. So we're inside of Key's body, and we decided we want to ruin her life and take all the magi out of her body. So the real story is Ashura, before he died, sent men in here, shrunk them. They shrunk their men, went inside of Key's body to steal all her magi. That's the real story, but I think we're just going to ruin her life and take it ourselves. So yeah, get ready for this music for a while, because it's going to happen for a while here. As you can see, Key has a lot of issues going on inside of her body. She's got rocks, there's samurais inside of her. Yeah, she's just got a plethora of issues. The nurse can confirm the accuracy of this body. There you go. So we were in the hand. This is going up to her vows of her heart. You have ninjas in your blood, perfect. She does have plasma though, so that is good. Plasma definitely helps, I'm sure. I saw someone said something about the audio. Does anyone else, does it need to be louder? Because I can do it in-game. Cells at work, levels of accuracy. I have seen and can confirm. I think every time I run this game, I hear the heat is on. And someone comments that the heat is on during the... Perfect, audio's good. Alright, so now we're in her foot. But again, we're going to teleport after this instead of walking all the way back up. Alright, so... Because we could get into a battle, so it's probably the same amount of steps. But, it's probably the same amount of steps, but we could get in a battle. So we gotta save those precious seconds. So we teleport out and just walk right back in. And hopefully, hopefully it's not awful to have someone shrink up and go in through your mouth or nose and multiple times, since we do this a total of 3 times, so... but yeah, this is, it's very straightforward. We're just gonna go steal all her magi, run from all the battles, with our super overpowered team. Then in the next world, we'll do the trash can glitch, which will be fun to break the game some more. Also, shoutouts to the 4 Enterprise run having the last boss of Venus. I approve. It's a good touch, especially because we won't see her in this run. Alright, 2 more and then the brain. She's vacationing. Perfect. I love it. Vacationing Venus. So here is the intestines of Key. I'm guessing this is what it's supposed to be. Oops. The partisans actually were the partisans were actually switched from terrorists, so at least Key does not have terrorists in her blood anymore. That is good. But yeah, this is what the inside of your body looks like if you're curious, and we should probably start using this to help medical students instead of real things. This is how the inside of your body feels. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, last one. Then we'll be teleporting out again to make it easy. So I put teleport at the top of I put the teleport on top of the list for the giant because we use it so much in this category. Alright. Oops. Alright, last time. Doctors thought it was hilarious when you showed them in the hospital. That's pretty funny. Up here, we're gonna fight one last. We're gonna get one last magi, but it's protected by Key's antibodies, I assume. So I should get a meat drop, I think. But I gotta make sure I don't eat it. Okay, I didn't get it. Good. Alright, easy. Nope, I talked to her by accident. Alright, so now on to Giantstown. And then the next world is Apollo's world, which this is the only time we're going to meet Apollo, so... Oh yeah, so we ruined Key's life. She can't heal anyone anymore or anything, so... Sorry, Key. We're going to meet our homeboy Apollo here. He's going to talk about how awesome he is. With his luscious locks. Alright, he gives us some magi, tells us some clues on where some magi are in this world. And tells us good luck. He said he doesn't need any magi, he's powerful enough as it is, and that's why he lets us go on our way. So I hope you really like the music inside of Key's body, because we get to listen to it again while we go through this underwater volcano. So like all good JRPGs, we're in an underwater section, and like all good JRPGs, there's a volcano here, so... Alright, so as crazy as it sounds, we're actually getting close to the end of this game already. The volcano is just the Earth's body. That's what the music... I like that. It's a good call. To be fair, in this category, I could totally see why Apollo would be like, yeah, go get your magi and leave me alone. Like, if I saw this party rolling up to me, I'd be like, I'm good. Like, you're good to go, guys. Alright, so we got the one magi from Apollo, and then we're going to get 3 more magi here, and then we're going to be doing the trash can glitch. The trash can glitch is, depending on how much magi you have in your inventory, depends what you can do with the trash can. So at the bottom right, we have 29 magi. So if we actually go down to our trash can, we can use it 3 times as a cure spell. And now we have 99 magi. Yeah. So we can go anywhere now because we have max magi. Because we have 99 magi, we can just skip past all the doors we need certain magi to unlock. And we're going to go do the third glitch in this category, which is the dragon glitch. So, yeah, depending on how many magi you have, depends on what spell the trash can casts. So, you can cast like, you can use like agility potions to give your characters better speed, or give your characters more strength with strength potions and things like that. Alright, so now we're going to the dragon race. I could try, but I'm not going to get the fastest dragon. But it's just it's way too hard to control. So this is actually like the 11th world, maybe? I don't remember off the top of my head. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to be leaving it as soon as we can, pretty much. I'm going to get the second slowest one. So we're actually getting close to time already. Alright, so we got the dragon, but we have teleport, so we're actually going to teleport back to Giant's Town. And now we still have their dragon, so we can just like walk through walls and everything now. But we're going to save here. Oops, wrong button again. We're going to do another hard reset. So because we do a hard reset, I'm setting it up so we can get to the last boss without fighting any fights, because the fights in the end world are you can't run from them. So even though we don't have a dragon, it's our robot, we still have the dragon. So this is the end area, so we're gonna go in here. And then that's Apollo's legs. We're Apollo's legs right now because he's the only thing on the map right now. So we're a placeholder for whatever's on the map. So if we actually go up to Apollo, you can see, yeah, we're his legs. Or his middle body now, I guess. But we're actually going to go into this spot right here. Oh, we're his head now. If you go right here, this is actually where the exit of that elevator is. And then we are part of the last boss right now. And then this is the last boss. This is the tile you walk on to start the fight. So this is the last boss that we just teleported pretty much to. The little area from that elevator to here, you can get into fights for the last area, which we're not strong enough for, obviously. Or we're strong enough for, but you can't run from them. Alright, so this is the last boss, Arsenal. So we're just going to hold A pretty much, and yeah, go from there. He can't kill the robots. They have, like I said, it overflows their HP to like 63,000 HP or something insane like that. And they're going to be doing roughly 1,000 damage a hit. So the first first phase is 4 cannons. They each hit you depending on how many cannons are left for how much damage. Each one is 1,000 HP. Once it dies, you go to the next one. This doesn't matter because I can't die, but the second phase is the Small Smasher stage phase, where it uses the Small Smasher on a single target. Once you get to the third phase, it's the Big Smasher phase, where it hits all of your characters for random damage. So I'll slow down the attacks a little bit for this phase so you can hear the music, since it's really good. Oh yeah, they also made damage see DMG in this version instead of the regular. Save the world, that's right. Time's coming up when Arsenal dies, which is going to be this round. If it matters to anyone. Questing for Glory fell. Dang. That's alright, Rob got you, and that's time. So yeah, this is the any percent no credits warp. It's super silly. It's fun to completely just break the game. So we actually can't talk to Isis, which we didn't meet as a dragon. So this is our dragon form. It's still Arsenal. I wonder if it. Yeah, so it's different parts of Arsenal depending where you are on. But once you talk to Isis, sadly the dragon disappears. And yeah, that's Final Fantasy Legend 2 any percent glitchless. And then our dragon disappears, so we can go find Dad. He actually he did wake up at one point and come back to us. Oh, so the game actually pushes you down because we technically entered the elevator and never went to the bottom where it is. So that's why it kind of pushed me down there. Yeah, and then there's Dad. We found him and did all the Magi and stuff, so I can let the credits roll, or I can cut. Whatever you guys need me to do, I can do. But yeah, this is Final Fantasy Legend 2. You can do the same things I did if you play the Steam or Switch version. They left everything in it so you can break the game as well. It's a fun game. It's pretty fun casual. It's a pretty easy speedrun to do. Yeah, go do the things. Thanks for having me again for Questing for Glory. I'm glad to show off this version. Like I said, this category of the game, it's kind of fun just to see how broken games can be. And yeah.